so that you would get them back. Remember that I made copies for all of y'all?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, you've got one in there in your bedroom. I did that in the 90s.
Oh, this is when we were working on Rita's memorial service. That goes back in there.
Oh my gosh. What's your earliest memory that you have when you were a little girl?
I don't really.
Oh, that's right. You
Well,
don't remember
yeah,
much before
no.
being
I
age.
do kind of remember one thing.
Uh-huh.
But most of my memories are hard to tell what really my memories and what Mom had told me happened.
Uh-huh.
You know, I have a hard time going in between which one's which. The one thing I do remember is when I started school in California.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't have a lunchbox because we had to wait until Dad got paid before they could buy me a lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a regular thing to take my lunch. So it was in a paper sack. And the kids were making fun of it. So at recess, I hid it out under some bushes out in the schoolyard because I didn't want everybody to keep, teasing me because the new girl didn't have a lunchbox. And when I went to eat, anyway, I was crying, out there crying, and the teacher came out and wanted to know what I was crying about. It was because ants had got into my lunch.
Oh, no. Oh, Mom, that's horrible.
So anyway, now the rest I don't remember, but I got a lunchbox right away then. I don't remember if the teacher called Mom and told her about it. I don't know what the deal was. I don't remember there. But anyway, I remember being I didn't like attention called myself. And you know how kids treat new girls.
Yeah.
And see, that must have been the first grade. I started school in California.
Wow.
So that had to have been the first grade.
I remember in first grade
Mostly I remember from the 5th grade on, because we moved back to Bolivar, and I started in the 5th grade. I remember Hazel screaming and having a fit, not wanting to get on the bus, laying down on the ground, having absolute fit. So Mom told the bus driver to go on, that she would bring Hazel to school. And I remember I'm trying to be really good and really quiet. We're up on my class is up on the 2nd floor. Not to cause anybody to look at me. I was so shy. To start it off with, I'll get back now, I'll get to this now, I'll finish the other thing that kids laughed and made fun of us when we had to start walking to school. They heard this screaming, yelling, crying, screaming, really loud. They could hear it. It was coming from downstairs. And the kids were saying, "Who is that? What's doing that?" Said, "That's that new girl's sister. She didn't want to come to school." It was Hazel. Having a fit. Mom drug her into the school.
How embarrassing.
Yeah. The other thing I remember is when winter came, my grandmother, this was my Mom's mom, she lived across the street and down a house from us there behind the Coke plant when we actually had a house. This other, we were living with my grandparents who didn't have any electricity, Mom's mom and stepdad. Because we didn't have a house when we moved back to Bolivar then. These old cotton stockings, brown stockings, and then you had the kind of like a rubber band thing, and you rolled them down a little bit. All right, the first day, Mom insisted we had to wear those so we wouldn't catch cold because we didn't have money for a doctor. So we go to school, but nobody else has those on, and they're all laughing at us, all of us, for wearing that. So the next day, we still had to wear them, but as soon as we got away from the house, we rolled them down to our ankles. So we had this big thing around our ankles until Mom found out, we did that. And we had to wear those every day.
Oh my
till we
gosh.
found out that, till Mom found out we were rolling them